Hello and welcome to OptionGod.com. I am Todd Nation and I am going to tell you about a trade I made on Friday that you can still get into on Monday, and you should be able to get just about the same benefits price-wise that I was able to get, maybe a little bit of time decay. But the stock, the ticker TRXC, the reason I placed the trade, I sold a $5 call, so $5 way up here. The stock would have to go above $5 in order for me to lose money. Actually, I apologize. It would have to go over $5.50 in order for me to lose money. I got 45 cents after commissions on the $5 call, and it's got a 1 month expiration, so it will be declining in value rapidly. And I will take the trade down probably in 2 weeks or so when the stock has gone nowhere or sideways or down or even up slightly. I can still make money as long as it doesn't go up a lot. And I don't expect this stock to go anywhere. And the reason I don't expect it to go anywhere is because it was over here and it got pumped up to this level. And the reason it's up here is based on a false rumors and pumping that went on during that time period, and it sort of concluded here on Friday, I believe. And what we saw here is a lessening of its volume from the previous time going forward, and this was largely the result of an article that linked TRXC with the potential of being purchased by Johnson & Johnson. It didn't make any valid claims whatsoever as to a real legitimate link between Johnson & Johnson wanting to acquire this company. It was just the association between the name Johnson & Johnson, a well-known entity, and TRXC, a virtual unknown. And I did want to sell the calls here, but I held off because Friday was the last day of a conference in which they were going to speak with investors about the company, and potentially I thought there might be a little bit more of a spike on Friday, and I didn't want to take any chances. This company is backed by some pretty heavy hitters. There's a billionaire, Phil Frost, Dr. Phil Frost, who owns a lot of legitimate companies. And this is a legitimate company, but they've done some pretty shady things recently, and they have had to pump up their stock. And the reason that it's being pumped up right here, right now, is because there is a round of funding coming up, and there's going to be some dilution of the shares at that when the funding comes through, when they issue more shares. So before that happens, these guys are playing the game, and that game is to pump up the stock and then dilute it with the shares that come on board. So be aware that this is essentially a pump and dump, and I couldn't find shares to short, so I sold the 5 calls, and I got 45 cents for them, and I plan on having that through expiration of April 15th, or possibly pull it off if it goes down significantly. And let's just take a quick look at what it looked like on Friday. So this is the $5 call, traded at 50 cents. I got 45 cents for it. Would have liked to have gotten 50 cents, but I got 45 cents for it, and I would guess that on Monday it'll probably be worth about 40 cents. Still a nice return for what I would consider selling a lottery ticket. If you liked what you heard here today, please tune in again to OptionGod.com, and thanks for listening.